The Nizhny Novgorod Stadium, a masterpiece of steel and glass, sited on the banks of the river Akar. But like most of Russia's World Cup venues, they exist only in the minds of the architects and the graphic designers. The reality is very different. Work hasn't even started on this site. It's just a peninsula of grass and scrub. Deputy Sports Minister Alexei Moskvin walked me through the waste ground. He's confident the stadium can be completed on time. It was really needed, he says, and the people are delighted. There were national celebrations when the country was awarded the World Cup back in 2010. President Putin aware of the work ahead. But 4 years later, the cost overruns are rising and construction work is falling behind. Russia's World Cup dream is above budget and behind schedule. Only 3 out of the 12 stadiums needed to host the games are even close to completion. Work hasn't started on most of the others. Average cost of the stadiums is now $577 million apiece. That's 50% more than those built in Brazil. The projected cost of the individual Russian stadiums back in 2010 has massively overrun, in some cases by over 200%. The basic cost of hosting Russia's World Cup was estimated at $20 billion last year. That's twice the final cost of Brazil's World Cup. It's all ammunition to the critics of the staggeringly expensive stadiums, people like Boris Nemtsov.
This is like plastic spoon or like plastic plate. This is one-time use stadium. That's it. Nobody uses it in the future.
And what about the football? New blood is badly needed. Championship match between these two youth teams from the Premier League. Russia never got past the first stage in Brazil. Hopes for the national team in 2018 rest with the young. The clock's running and Russia's got 4 years to make this work. But hanging over these preparations for the World Cup, a seemingly endless series of allegations of corruption involving the Russian government after the Sochi Winter Olympics and also the Russian Football League itself. But President Putin has the people on his side. This is a nation of football fanatics, all of them passionate about what they regard as their World Cup, all determined to make it happen. Peter Sharp, Al Jazeera in Moscow.